To tip off this NBA season on FanDuel, you can choose your own rewards, which means you can play your game any way you want.
I get to choose my rewards?
Yep.
Great! Now, excuse me while I lock in.
All customers choose your own reward right now in the FanDuel app. 21 plus and present in select states. 18 plus in Kentucky. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirement, and max wager amount. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome guys, this week's episode of Heavy Metal Tones. This week is a extreme metal triple threat episode. I have three fantastic interviews that I did a little while ago, and I thought I'll put them up now for you. One is extreme metal royalty, as in Nergal from Behemoth. Would you believe it? I actually got one of the very first interviews in Australia, and also one of the first ones he did for many years, as he explains during the interview about their tour that they were about to embark on over here in Australia. We follow that with the brilliant Mystic Circle, a German extreme metal band that has no boundaries. It is I've been a big fan for a little while. I know that a close friend of mine, is a big fan, and so when I got the chance to talk to Beelzebub from it's Graf Von Beelzebub is his name, is the pseudonym of the singer that I'm about to talk to in the second part of the show. Brilliant Mystic Circle, very dark, very textured, very layered. Really was exciting to talk to them. I don't think they do many interviews. And then following that, we end up with some homegrown extreme blackness in Bellacour. I talked to Elliot Sansom, the drummer from the Melbourne-based melodic death metal band Bellacour. So a good way to end the show. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this triple threat of blackness. There's some really interesting things going on in here. So sit back, pour yourself a glass of wine, a cup of tea, a whiskey, a Coke, a water, whatever you fancy, and have a listen to the dulcet tones of we have Nergal from Behemoth, we have Graf Von Beelzebub from Mystic Circle, and Elliot Sansom from Bellacour. So from the very pits of hell, here comes Nergal from Behemoth. How are you going this evening? All right?
I'm pretty good, man.
Yeah.
This is the third interview that I'm doing in a long time, because I don't know if you're aware, I skipped all the press for the new record, for the last record, which is still the new record.
Yeah.
And I know that some people might find it arrogant, but it's far from that. I'm just I just felt like, I really said everything,
Mm.
and that there would be nothing extra that I would add other than the record. These are the songs, these are the lyrics, and these are my videos, and this is the tour that I'm doing. And it's all there, You don't need, on the top of that, you don't need me fucking talking about it,
Mm.
So the cool thing about this press for Australia is that we don't need to talk about the record. We're just talking about anything else,
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, and the tours come up in February, 30th.
Yes.
30 years. Unbelievable.
No, it's more. Behemoth started in 91.
Oh, sorry. I thought it says celebrate 30 years. I'm like,
No. I'm celebrating 30 years of the first record
of course.
year. Yeah, next year in the summer.
Yeah.
It's a Behemoth's first album, and I created a project called Sventevit, which is the name of the album.
Yes.
Where I'm collaborating with those very talented Icelandic black metal unit called Misperming, and I'm joining them on stage. I'll be singing. They are, accompanying me with all the other instruments. So they are the orchestra to this record, and we're playing it from start to finish, and then we're doing some deep cuts from this era, and that's it. I'm doing it next summer. But other than that, there's a proper Behemoth tours. There's a February tour where we are going when we start from what is that? Turkey, and then going to China and Thailand and
Wow.
Japan and Australia. So it's very exotic, all over the place tour, and I'm very
Wonderful.
excited. I haven't been in those lands in a long time, it feels, So I'm craving, I'm
Yeah.
craving to go back on the road, really.
Brilliant. And how does your sound go down across those markets? I mean, those listeners, is it big in those areas?
Depending. Australia, we've been very fortunate about, Aussie because every tour, like ever since, every tour is going bigger and bigger.
Mm,
It's like steadily we're getting better numbers every time. So it started off decent numbers,
mm,
and then like because we pretty much keep the same promoters, like for most of the tours, it's Sandworks, his brother and Dyson.
mm,
A big shout out to my, dudes and
hmm.
good guys. And like steadily the numbers would grow. And then in the meantime, we do what's the name of Soundwave for
So
like
yeah, that was
download.
Download. That's where I saw you in.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we did those big ass events there that would probably attract new kids to our sound, and eventually we gain new fans, and yeah, so the fan base. I do hope that the fan base is growing,
Mm,
and obviously we have the latest, still the newest record, the Shit of God,
mm.
and we're dying to play some of the songs from that, but I mean, it's gonna be like what, maybe two tracks of the record, and then all of like we just all over catalog,
Yeah,
not all
yeah.
the because we were playing for what, maybe 75 minutes tops, which is for this kind of music, it's really you don't
Mm.
need more because
Yes.
it's pretty intense.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like even with 75 minutes of music, we cannot cover every record,
No.
sadly,
Yeah.
but we're covering most of them, and like there's gonna be some deep cuts, and there's definitely gonna be some evergreens. So yeah, Australia has been steadily good and very good and great. So
Brilliant.
I'm expecting nothing less, and I do invite everyone to those shows. Please just make sure you come and join the feast, because it's gonna be really worth. I mean, I know what I'm saying when I say Behemoth is at its prime. We're
Yes.
fucking killing it.
Oh, brilliant.
The energy is in the air. It is inevitable, and
Brilliant.
we love playing those songs, and like the recent tour that we did in Latin America was like fucking boom, boom.
Oh, good market. That was good
It
people.
was
Good
so
market.
good. So we are well warmed up for that tour. So do not miss it. Other than that, some markets like Turkey is gonna be massive.
Mm.
We start in Turkey, but then China.
Yeah. What a
It's
strange. Yeah.
it's a strange market, but
Yeah.
there's fans there, like
Yeah.
for some reason, it's gonna be probably our fourth visit there. It's
Mm,
always the same crowd. It's always same venues and same crowds, which are not massive. Let me put it that way.
mm.
They're pretty tiny, like I don't know, maybe 500 cap rooms, so
Yeah.
it's not big. Um, Japan is gonna be probably same, but
Mm.
then it's always been like that. Japan, I'm like super stoked and excited to going back to
Beautiful
Japan.
country. Yeah.
Man, I'm like Japan is like when you land in Tokyo, it feels like, I mean, I've never been to Mars, but I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of,
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a strange, I love it. I absolutely love it there. Yeah.
I love it. I believe we're doing Korea. No, we're doing Thailand, and we're
Mm.
doing either Korea or Taiwan. Maybe Korea. Now I don't remember. I don't have
Yeah.
a schedule in front of me, but I love going to those places for many reasons. Even if
Yeah.
there's only 500 people, there are 300 people. There's so many other things to do that are very exciting. Just coping with this nature, just contracting those cultural nuances,
Mm.
and like testing foods, and sightseeing and stuff.
Yes.
It's like that trip never ends really for me. I'm always
Wonderful.
interested. I'm always interested. So I'm not one of those guys like. Obviously, we tour with other bands. Like for
Mm.
most part, I see other bands. Just sticking to their hotels and then just go to the venue.
Oh,
Do
no.
they go
Yeah.
back to the hotel? I do like that. too, I
Mm.
need my rest, but for most part, I'm a fucking globetrotter. I'm a vagabond.
Yeah.
I'm a fuck. I'm a gypsy.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
I can't really
The
stay in one. But
sponge. Yeah. Yeah.
oh, there's a cool museum here. Oh, there's a cool gallery here. Oh, there's a great coffee shop there. Oh, there's a great restaurant there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, where's the gym? Where's the gym? I need to go and work out. Like
Yeah.
I'm hyperactive, and I love those activities when I'm on tour. So, and with all those like extreme markets, because if
Yeah.
you look at the map of the tour, it's like fucking China, Turkey,
Yeah.
Australia, Japan. Like
Yeah.
it's all over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
Gonna be like physically, obviously, it's gonna be super demanding
Mm.
because the logistics. I don't
Yeah.
know how many flights and how many fucking thousands and thousands of miles we're gonna kill with that shot,
Mm.
but that's gonna be massive. But yeah, I mean, see. I'm sitting here, 48 years, 8 years old,
Yeah.
14th record or 13th, now I don't remember, 14th, I believe,
14th. Yes.
14th album, and you got me excited.
Yeah,
See,
brilliant. Yeah.
I can't pretend. I can't pretend. I'm like,
No. But that's what we love about you. That's what we love about that's what I've always loved about the band. Even though it has, very deep theological and sociological, social elements. You still bring a lot of intense energy and excitement, to the music.
yeah, yeah. I think there's something that is in our DNA, and
Mm.
we cannot stop it. It's like whatever we do. Like I grab guitar, and when I perform, it's like is this. I call it. I don't know what you can call it. You can call it a nerve,
Mm.
some kind of stress, something like this X factor element that makes music like
Yeah.
there's like there's
Yeah.
some wild animal there. There is some untamed element in that music that even though it looks professional and production and wise and everything is like okay,
Mm.
but there's this element of danger there. Okay.
Mm.
And, uh, and yeah, we've always had that. We've always
Yeah.
had that. Something like this tiny margin of like something unexpected
Mm.
and spontaneous. And I love it for this fact, really.
Yeah, and there's, for all of its darkness, there's a lot of beauty in your music, you know.
Oh wow.
I think
That's
anyway, personally.
no, I mean like uh I'll be the first one to defend our music,
Mm.
um, and well, and the first one proving that it's a beautiful form of art.
Yes.
Obviously, it is radical, it is extreme,
Mm.
it's very provoking. It's extremely disturbing.
Mm.
Uh, you know, in its message, and not only like the music and everything is very disturbing. It's not normal,
No, no, no.
but
Yes.
but then but then maybe I'm abnormal because I find a lot of beauty there and let's call it poetry,
Yeah, oh,
okay? And
yes.
poetry, and
Yeah.
not just poetry
No,
lyric wise, but
musically.
poetry within the genre.
Yeah.
And there's something extremely captivating, that's something very addictive to because I'm
Mm.
addicted to that. I'm 48. I'm
Mm.
wearing an inverted cross and I fucking listen to my Fallen Angel of Doom blasphemy or
Yeah.
Behemoth, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I still do it. And I don't question it. Like I don't think like, oh man, you should grow up, you should do that.
No,
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 no.
no.
It's like
Please
I
don't.
was I was I mean, I'm too old for that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
die like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
thankfully. And I remember being 15 and
Yeah.
enjoying the fuck out of it,
Mm.
And now what, like over 30 years later, I'm still sitting here enjoying making music, releasing music,
Mm.
going on tours, meeting fans, and
Why
yeah, I
not?
mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's awesome. And just wait for another tour. I mean, we have just announced this massive European tour called In League with Satan that we're
Yeah.
teaming up with Timo Borger as co-headliner, then Dark Funeral.
Oh.
Only three bands, and this is gonna be. I
Oh.
mean, yeah, I mean, it's insane, It's like as I said earlier, what, 14 records under our belt,
Yeah,
countless tours. I don't know how many, but maybe 100 tours. I don't know how
yeah,
many and
yeah.
how many thousands of shows we've done. Yet the Satyricon Rotting Christ tour that we did in Europe 2 years ago was the biggest black metal tour ever
Wow.
made.
What a lineup. I love all three of those bands. What a lineup.
Thank you. Yeah, but we looked at numbers, at attendances, and like, and our promoters and our agents said like,
Yeah.
no bands ever collected that many people, on
Wow.
during their tours, So that that is insane. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
It's like you've been there forever. You felt like you've seen everything. No, you haven't seen
no.
everything. So the adventure is still there, and I believe that the demo Dark Funeral tour will perform even better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very optimistic about that. And then wait, because probably in January we'll be announcing North American tour.
Oh.
The lineup is gonna be fun. It's a dream team for me, and it's
Oh.
yeah, it's gonna be 4 bands, and you can't go more anti-religious, anti-Christian than that. It's
Oh,
insane. And it's all
brilliant.
bands all bands that I would look up to throughout most of my adult life, as a fan.
Oh, isn't that
And
wonderful?
now
Yeah.
that is insane, And like if you ask me, it's like I can we just did this Latin American tour with DSI, and like first day I meet Glenn, hey, what's up, what's up? Like, and he goes like, yeah, thanks for taking us on tour.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
What am I supposed to say to that,
Yeah.
Because I'm a fan. No, you are one of my
Yes.
you're a death metal icon, and
Yeah.
I grew up on you, and
Yes.
I know the first album. I know the lyrics. I know by heart. I
Yeah.
can, if you get sick, I could go on and sing the whole album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and so yeah, life can't really get more exciting than this at this point.
Oh, brilliant, man. And I couldn't wish it for a better person, man, because you create, as I said before, this beauty in the darkness, man. There's always beauty in the places you want to find it. And I find it in your music. It's in its depths, its qualities, its intricacies, and it's dark and it's anti um establishment, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
establishment, sorry, can't even say the word.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm an old punk from way back, so for me, it's just a next step on. You know?
Nice. No, thank you for saying that. I mean, like, it's yeah, when I pause for a second, and then when I give it a deeper thought, that it just makes me, you know, uh, it's cool, that this music, has such an impact on people, and it makes me proud, and it makes me want to continue too. You know what I mean? It's like when you say that, it's like, okay, you just, it just, there's, you make it, y- you make, I mean, you're filling up the tank, there is more
Yeah,
gas for me to
yeah.
go for another
Good,
at least year or 5 years, or maybe
good,
even 10 years, So like
good.
every opinion like that, every comment is very much welcome and appreciated. And yeah,
Yeah. Well, look, long may you do it, because as I said, I love all your albums. I mean, I have to say, I know we don't want to talk about albums, but I love you. I love you. It's one of my favorite albums of yours. So I think it's a brilliant album, and
well, thank you.
I really do. I don't know what it is about that one. It sings to me more of the later ones,
Mhm.
and I think it's because I don't know. I'm just not quite sure. It's just though, when some albums just they talk to you in a different way.
Mhm.
You
Yeah, I
know?
love True the Darkest was
Yeah.
was more was more um it was a very diverse record, all over the place,
Mm.
and with a lot of dynamics, I mean,
Mm.
like Barzabel,
Oh,
so far the
brilliant.
only unofficial ballad.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's still not a wind of change, but
No.
uh,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we call it a ballad, right? It's not
Yeah.
a ballad, but we call it a ballad. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I, I I remember when making this song, we were like, okay, I mean, if we can get away with that, and our fans are not gonna lynch us for that, that. will be lucky. And
I th-
luckily, people were like, okay, it's okay, yes,
yeah,
they were
no, I
like,
think it's brilliant.
because
Yeah.
it's relatively soft if you compare it to other
Mm,
songs, and it has this gothic vibes mixed with some Bathory vibes,
yeah,
and nothing wrong with Bathory, of course, it's one
yeah,
of the best band ever.
yeah.
So yeah, it's a very diverse record with a lot of like intriguing points here and there, artistically, like, and it's also very it's
It's quite orchestrated, isn't it? It's quite an
yeah,
orchestral album.
I'd say it has this royal vibe around it.
Yes. Yeah.
Royal. That's
Yeah.
that's the that's the word that I was looking for.
Yeah.
While Opus Contra Naturam, the next one was a little rawer,
Yeah.
and then the new one is shorter and even more brutal. So like we, even though Behemoth albums, I mean, you can obviously you can hear that Satanist is Behemoth and Shit of
Yeah.
God is Behemoth.
Yeah.
It's all Behemoth. You can hear it. You recognize my
The
voice.
DNA. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, it's all
Yeah.
there. Yet, which I find beautiful again, is the fact that every record is different, and there's a lot of diversity there. And we do have similar songs on different records, obviously, but
Mm.
we release different albums, and that is cool.
Yeah. And that again is what makes you, I think, special in the extreme metal genre, is that it's not just the same sound, 14 albums. You know, there is diversity in it. You know.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and also, um, yeah, because one of the interviewers asked me, like, so what we're up to now, where we're going now. And I'm like, you know what? It feels like it's a good moment to retrospect and to go back and to play
Mm.
with our legacy,
Mm.
like, of course, embrace the new record and the fact that we're creative and we have something to say and it's relevant,
Mm.
but also cherish like the past and
Yeah.
play with, maybe re-record some of the songs, give another meanings, give another life to songs that maybe we've never played before and just mix them up, and because for most of the career we were just always just crushing like
Yeah.
album tour, like that
Good old
album tour
days.
cycle,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
would never end until we got to the point. I guess a turning point was probably after I was released from the hospital and I
Yes.
started live and we started working on the Satanists. And ever since Satanists, we had just a different mindset, that we just gave our music a different quality or different qualities.
Yeah.
And we finally started realizing who we are, what we are, and where we are, and taking our time to
Yeah.
play with,
Yeah.
to enjoy it, not to
Yeah.
run from one
Yeah.
record to another. Just no,
Yeah.
take your
Enjoy
time. It's
enjoy the
cool.
breath.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And that was a game changer. For that fact, that was a game changer. And yeah, and I'm happy about it, that we don't need to rush. There's not like, there's never been a label. It felt like, we would be uh, like pressing this kind of discipline for ourselves, on ourselves
Mm.
throughout most of the career. Like, no, boom, boom, deliver new music, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
But and now it's like, no, take time, go back, let give yourself time to digest and process things.
Mm.
So I'm thinking why we should really like do another video. Just go back and see what like Sowing Salt or like the
Mm.
recent like Luciferian or Shit of God, fucking amazing videos. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
stop. Let let this grow first, before you throw something again, like throw
Yeah.
meat, to
Yeah.
the table
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, let it grow because I'm aware of the quality that we have delivered so far.
Yeah.
And there's been a pile of treasures out there, some better, some worse. I'm not saying all of it was great. there were some great beats. There were some okay, some so-so. Don't ask me which.
No.
Like,
All art is subjective, right? I mean, it's
yeah,
also
exactly.
painful. It's
But
a painful process. So
yeah, but especially the recent works, I've obviously, they were the most mature, they were the most like the biggest investments, and obviously, I consider them the best work that we've done. So yeah, I'm definitely taking my time to embrace that momentum.
good. I'm really pleased. Now, so you'll be here in February. So it's the 18th to the 22nd.
Yeah,
Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide. Sorry. Um, good luck with that. Enjoy the tour throughout Asia
thank
and
you.
Europe, and we'll see you in Sydney in February.
Absolutely. Yeah, I must say that, with every interviewer, I gotta mention that because I'm very thankful um, for the fact that Australia has always embraced us and just welcome us so warm. And like from the first tour that I do remember, I have it in front of my eyes
Mm,
now. Every other tour that we did, it would only grow better and better. And I love the vibes there. I love that, Aussie hemisphere there.
mm,
And I made so many friends throughout the years, and I'm just fucking dying to go back there.
brilliant.
I don't know, Australia has something. Yes, it is another market, of
Mm,
course, and we go, and it's our job to go there and
yeah,
to perform. But like, don't ask me which markets,
yeah.
are tough for us. And then oh, we got to go and tour there. I'll be like,
Uh,
there are places like
yeah,
that,
of
okay?
course. Yeah, yeah.
So let me put it that way. Australia is definitely not that place.
Good.
So
I
when I
like to
say, hey,
hear.
you're going to Australia for 4 days, everyone thinks,
Yes. That's brilliant. Fantastic. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you on a dark stage instead of a day on a festival stage. So it'd be good
awesome.
to see you somewhere in your full pomp and circumstance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for talking, man. I appreciate it.
Pleasure, man. Have a good
Cheers.
one. All right.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
mate. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Next up is the brilliant and interesting Graf Von Beelzebub from Mystic Circle, one of those bands that you may never have heard of, but you really should by the end of this one. Hope you enjoy it. Here he goes. Graf Von Beelzebub. That's all right. Thanks. Again, sorry I have to move it from Sunday, but I just suddenly had a ticket
Oh,
to something, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about it.
no problem. No problem for
You know
me.
what it's like when you got so
We
many
are
things.
always ready for you.
Yeah. Look, thanks for coming on with Mystic Circle, brilliant band, man. That going since 1992. Is that long, really?
Yeah, long
Jesus.
time, but we quit in 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we reformed. So Black War and myself, Beelzebub, we reformed in 2000. So the
Mm.
original two members, and also Black War quit in the year 2000 after the Infernal Satanic Verses album.
Mm.
So this is also till now the Black War Beelzebub area. So we developed our special style, in that thing. So you hear it maybe from the last three albums that we are together again.
You do, yes, you do. I mean, I thought it was be hard to beat the last album.
The
But
Demon, you mean?
yeah, absolutely
Okay.
loved it. But this, what I've heard of this new one, is is brilliant. Like Ghost of Whitechapel is a cracker, man.
Thanks,
Absolute,
man.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, to be fair. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
I must tell you something,
Mm.
because it's like, you know, when we do music or an album or like something else for Mystic Circle, and first thing is the music, of course,
Mm.
but we have a whole picture of it, you know, in front of our head. So it's like it developed like a picture, you know. It's like a sketch, and then it comes and comes and comes, and then at the end it's built like the color is into it. Sorry.
That's all right.
Fuck.
It's okay.
The color is into it, and then
Yeah.
it's fulfilled. So yeah, we said we first do, you know, when we do the Mystic Circle in 2022,
Mm.
and then we do the Demon. And
Yes.
now we said, yeah, we compare. Now on this album we have always a topic, and on this album it goes over the Inquisition, you know, and as I said, we have this picture from it, and we compare our, let's say, I always say we compare horror stuff, soundtracks. We are horror maniacs, and we play heavy metal, but in a disharmonic way. So we develop this in this album also.
Yeah. Yeah.
We improve our style,
Oh,
if you
mate.
say so.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the singles that have come off this album, and the latest one is just dropped, the Scarlet Queen of Harlots, is brilliant. Like the picture that you're painting. As I said, back to Ghosts of Whitechapel, because I really love that. Lyrically, I thought it was very smart. By the way, I thought there's a very smart lyric in there. I do love that you have a direction with your story in your album. Like, you know, it's not just disparate 10 tracks or whatever. It has a connection, which is rare these days, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we are old school, you know. We grew up with Iron Maiden and Venom and so on, and we love the concept albums. But in this album, we first want to do a whole album about the Inquisition and the Malleus Maleficarum, the Hexenhammer.
Yep.
That we said, oh, too many bands did this before, and what should we do? And then we said, okay, we have 3 songs and an intro and the outro for these 3 songs. So we make a concept.
Yes.
About not only the Malleus Maleficarum, we go deeper into this motherfucker who wrote, the author, Heinrich Kramer,
yes.
who wrote this Malleus Maleficarum. Yeah, and then we developed these 3 songs. That's the last songs. You heard them already?
Not yet. No, my link didn't work, so I've just heard the singles.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get a copy very soon. So
yeah. You will love it. And with that atmosphere, for example, the Atzlemon was more in the horror stuff.
Brilliant.
And now we go more in this medieval, dark times, you know, where the land was, the Inquisition was there, and the fucking church burned the witches. And this album is dedicated to all the women, you know, that they killed. They say, you're a witch, and they tortured them. And this is dedicated to the black soul gothic girls, you know, the witches out there. So
brilliant.
we have the ladies.
The ladies.
It's dedicated to the ladies. Yeah.
Do you know? Because I was looking at the titles throughout. I wrote them down, and I saw that you have, you know, Heinrich Kramer on the Bible of witch, and I was reading them, and I was thinking, I cannot wait to listen to those. I'm so excited to hear them.
Yeah. And you know, another sorry.
Yeah. No, carry on. I was just looking forward to it.
Also, we love to play with characters, as you said in the old days, you know. And for this new single, we have Sarah Jezebel Diva again.
Yes.
but only in the refrain, in the choir you hear her, not as a single person, but also we have as a character, as a witch character, Caro Hafke.
Yes.
She is from Umbra et Imago.
Yep.
You know this band?
Yes.
And she did a very, very good job on this album. So she played all the characters, and she did this bombastic intro, and you will enjoy her voice. Yeah.
Because I watched the film clip to the latest video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fabulous. I mean, talk about horror movies. It's, you know, I'm a horror movie nut myself, so it had a real sense of you know, like Mario Bava, and it was a real. It suits the song perfectly. The video for this.
Yeah. You mean the Scarlet Queens of
Yes,
Harlem?
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new one. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and I must say, my bandmate Black War, he has this. We speak about these ideas, and he do the requisite and everything. He's the author of this video, and we produced it with Niels Lesser, our musical producer. So we are a good team, you know. We love to work together with people who are like a family. I say, you know, it's like
Well, it comes.
We are in a really good team at the moment.
Yeah, it feels cohesive. I think that's the term. You know, like it doesn't feel, oh, we have to make a video, or we have to. It feels like it's all part of the same project.
Yeah.
Towards to one goal. You know.
Right. It starts with It starts, you know, when Blackwa and myself come together. We talk about you have some ideas, I have some ideas. We've written something, and then we talk about it. You know, we have some picture, and then we go for it, and then it comes to the song production. Then it comes to also the cover artwork. The layout is very necessary.
I love that cover. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the third cover of Rafael Tavares from Brazil. So he has its own style, and I think the three covers are also triology, and it comes all together now. So it's the end of a triology.
Yeah.
The Mystic Circle cover, the Erzdämon cover, and the Witch cover from Hexenbrand.
Yeah.
It's like it tells the main witch, the mother witch, took a course on Heinrich Kramer.
Yeah.
And on the Erzdämon cover, he put on the Book of Death, and he's cursed now. And on the first cover, on the Mystic Circle cover, you see how the church is burning, and everything is, so it's like a little bit of story, you know.
But that's just what I crave for in music like this, yeah? People look at this music, they listen to us, and they think, oh, it's just brutal, heavy music with no outside people. And then if they watch this and talk to you, hear you talk, you don't understand. This is creativity. It's art, and it's storytelling, and it's so intense. But people just see, oh, he's wearing corpse paint, oh, he's just making. But you don't understand. Listen, look at what they're thinking about these 3 albums.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. We love to do that. And also the visual effects. I think everything must come together. It's like when you do a movie, you know, it's like you have this idea, and everything fits together. The pictures fits together, the actresses fits together, the characters fits together, has to fit together, and also the music. And we see it as a project, as a whole project.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you look at what, like, someone like Dario Argento, when he did the 3 Mothers movies, you know, people looked at him and went, what? You know, what's going on? I'm sure they were going, what are you doing, Dario? But when you put them all in Suspiria, Tenebrae, you know, Inferno, you put them all together, and they make this, Deep Red, you make this amazing sort of surrealist trilogy, which is what you're getting from your stuff, you know.
Dario Argento is a very big influence from us. Yeah, the old. He's a master.
Oh,
I
he's the
mean,
master. Yeah.
this. I mean, he did a lot of shitty movies, but
Of
also
course he did.
yeah. But this Inferno and Suspiria, they outstanding. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And then of course they had Goblin on the soundtrack. I mean, really?
oh, great,
Come
great,
on.
great. They,
Like,
yeah. I want to see them live, but they are still around. But I don't know when they are coming.
I'd love to. I still buy their
Yeah,
records. You know, whenever they release an album, I
yeah,
go and get it. Right.
yeah, yeah,
And I've been listening to Goblin since I was probably at 10. Like, you know,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, this music is outstanding. You
it's
know. It's,
perfect for the music, for the movies. Perfect for the movies.
yeah, yeah,
The movie that they're making it with. You know.
yeah. Also, this new one, Suspiria, I liked very much. You saw the new?
Yes, I did. I went in with trepidation. I have to say, I was a little bit worried because I thought, oh, you know, how can you
Of course,
treat
yeah.
this is, you know, I took my oldest daughter to see Suspiria at the
Mhm,
movies when they re-released it,
mhm.
the original print, and
Yeah,
we were both. She was blown away because she had never seen it before, and on the big screen with all the colors. So when we went and saw this, we saw the remake. I wasn't sure, but it has grown on me.
yeah,
Subsequent watches, it has grown on me.
yeah. That was a funny story. My girlfriend works in the cinema,
Mm.
and I were there at a late Vorstellung, late show
Yeah.
on Monday night,
Mm.
and I was alone in the kino in the cinema. So that was very cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
and I from the first moment I loved this new one. I think that's one of the few new that's really good made. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the remake.
characters are also
Yeah.
good. Yeah, the remakes. Yeah,
Because it didn't go too far away from it. Like,
of course not. No.
and you know, very much like the music you make, right?
Yeah,
You're not going too far away from your DNA, but you are changing every time, right? And I think the same the sort of thing with Dario. He's in that remake is it's not too far away,
yeah.
but it's still very much Suspiria.
It's yeah. The gore
Mm.
is that's what we are, but we always try to do something different, but always in the border of this dark, extreme, bombastic style. I will say yes.
Oh yeah.
We I know it's. I don't think we have borders, of course. But when it comes to soundtracks, to horror soundtracks, to movie soundtracks, we don't have borders. You know, we are. When it comes to dark stories, to mystery stories, it don't come to borders. We are like detectives. You know,
Yeah.
we try to find and we research some things. You know, like
Brilliant.
this Jack the Ripper story, this Ghost of Whitechapel.
Yeah.
We use to say so at the beginning. Yeah, we did different stories. We researched the real things like from the internet, but we also used the comic, this big
Yes.
book. It's great.
Yes.
We also watched the movie From Hell,
Yep.
and
Brilliant movie.
this comic is outstanding.
Yeah.
And then we researched to old letters like this Mr. Lusk. It should be an original letter,
Yes.
which sent the, so to say,
Yeah,
Ripper,
apparently.
the real Ripper, to this guy, to Mr. Lusk. And so we compare it. Yeah, we see it as a movie.
Yeah, I love it
something,
because
yeah.
when I listen to Ghost of Whitechapel, I was listening again this afternoon when I was doing stuff, and it's got a real, because I'm from that part of London, right? So it's got a real around that part. So it's got a real fogginess, a real damp and dank despair
Yeah.
to it when you hear it. You know, like I as soon as I was listening, I pictured it. I could see straight away the streets of
Cool.
Whitechapel, right?
Yeah.
I could
Yeah,
see.
we use this sounds, the samples with the horses, with
Yes.
the coach. I don't know how it's called. How is it called in English?
The coaches. Yes.
Coaches, yes,
Yeah.
and the bell, the sound of the bell,
Oh.
and also he is doing this.
Yeah.
You know, you can imagine when he in the black coat.
Yeah, it gives you the
comes
it
with-
gives you the
yeah,
shivers, doesn't it?
yeah. So that's
It's really
Also,
does.
we use a little verse. This "Here is to the devil" with the
Yes.
at the beginning of the songs,
Yeah.
and that should be a rhyme, a verse where he comes to when he's walking through the streets and he's "Here's to the devil," blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He's a chill, and that's
Wow.
all pictures. We go into that stuff,
Yeah, and honestly, if also songs like Bogeyman, the other single, that one, that's a really dark,
Mm.
that's an almost beautiful, I should say, in a weird way, it's beautifully
Mm.
dark.
Mhm.
Bogeyman, was that the first single or the second one? I can't remember.
Oh, the first
First,
single.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice, that one, to come out of the ranks with
Re-
that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. It's a faster one. It's a typical black metal style, but
Mm.
also with a creepy
Oh, very much
vibe
so.
of this boogeyman.
Yeah.
We choose this guy because the boogeyman is nothing. It's like everybody knows but when you go deeper in it, it is the gore of all fear because the boogeyman sits in the dark and you don't know what's going on, and it catches you when you don't realize it. It comes from the dark.
Mm.
It's the deepest human fear you can have, like you dive in an ocean, in a black hole or
Yeah.
something. And that is what a boogeyman, a demon, who grabs you, who plays with you, and then it catches your soul sometimes
Yeah.
and rips off your body and pulls you in the
Wow.
abyss.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I put it on, I went, oh, are they talking about I thought originally my brain went to the slasher movie, The Bogeyman, right? Because of this horror head of mine, it went
Of
straight,
course, yeah.
it went straight there. But then when I put it on, like, you're very right about that depth of fear, that very soul crushing fear that we've all experienced, all of us,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
time in our lives. People that say they haven't, they're liars, because we've all felt it
Of
at
course,
some
yeah.
time or another. And to recreate that sonically, it's very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah, we thought, it's like everybody like you, say, the boogeyman of these movies, there are 3 or 4 parts, and then everybody knows the boogeyman. It's like when a childish thing, boogeyman. But when you go deep in it, it's the biggest and baddest demon because it's the fear everybody has
Yeah.
inside,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and that's the name of it, boogeyman. So
Yeah. I mean, everyone,
and a cool name also.
oh, I love it. Yeah. I mean, everyone at one point, if you're somewhere where it's dark and you don't know where you are, that you're always a bit scared. It scares you a little bit, isn't it? If you're in a place that you don't know and it's pitch black, your mind will make things up. And
Yeah,
Boogeyman's
I must confess, I love the dark, but I love the lights in the dark.
Yes.
But when I was a child, I was very fearful in the dark. But now not. I enjoy the dark, but it's maybe but it goes on that blackness, on this, as I told you before.
Yeah.
So
So this
and
is
I must also say,
Yep.
we both, Black War and myself, for us, for example, Satan is not a bad symbol, or
No.
this horror, it don't scares for us, because I think, especially in this fucking, everything is coming back from this conservatives, when we were younger, we were rebels in some way, we were put, and now they are the use is very conservative, and the church is coming back, and these conservative Christians and blah. And for us, Satan is always, when we were younger, it was a sign of rebellion, but now it's more a sign of, stand against these conservative fuckers.
Yes,
And
yes, it
of
is.
meditation, it gives us, it's a strong sign.
It is. It's a positive sign. People do think about it as always negative, and I think they're looking at it the wrong way, completely the wrong way. I remember, just while we're talking about it, I remember when I first heard Venom. I was probably like 14, and I maybe 15. I'd run. I was left home anyway I just went away, and I was staying with a friend of mine, and he gave me this cassette, and it was A War with Satan, I think it was. It might have been, it could have been black metal. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. But I remember just walking around with the headphones on, with little orange foams, the tape deck, walking around this strange part of London in the dark, and it scared the shit out of me. Like, it really,
Yeah.
but it was like a thrill ride. It was like having a horror movie in my ears while I'm stuck down watching it on TV.
Of course. Yeah. And you go forward and you say, yeah,
Yeah.
you win against your fear.
Yeah, I loved it. I got back. I was like, I remember thinking, because I didn't come from a religious family at all, not at all. I remember thinking, is this right? Should I be listening to this? Like when you're very young, and then you go,
Yeah.
this is ridiculous. Of course, it's okay. I've just been watching Hammer horror movies with my brother, so of course it's just
Great.
fine.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, this gothic style, and we all. I think everybody who is in metal or black metal in our age, or I don't know how old you are, they grow up with that thing, and it was a great time,
Yeah, I'm in my mid 50s. Just leave it at that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Leave it at
I'm 53.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Tony,
So leave it at
when
that.
you write this interview, or is it on
This
YouTube?
is a video interview, so I'll just go up on the
Ah, cool. Okay. Because we have 30 minutes, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but you're a cool guy, man. I enjoy the talk with you.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, your music is extremely textured and layered and intelligent, and I just wish there was more people like you in this world, to be honest with you, making this kind of music, because it's so interesting and exciting to listen to. And so, I don't know, almost educational, if you know what I mean? Like the same way we listen to Maiden and go, oh, Alexander the Great.
Yes. I don't know. We want to stay humble in that, because I think it's in our blood, because as I said before, when we see it as a project, and we don't give something out which we are not 100% more than 100% in it, and we have the whole control about it,
Yeah.
I mean, every artist who works on it, when Caro comes in the studio and sing their part, or Niels is doing something with the production, or our video producers, of course they are also artists, and they should put their signs into it, But we are like the, how is it called, the dirigent of an orchestra.
Yep. Conductor. Yes.
Yeah. Or we see us as a Mystic Circle is a big ship, and we are the main man's, the Steuermann, this to guide them, and
pilots.
so, yeah.
Yes.
The pilots, yeah.
So being two people making the music, do you find that liberating, because you don't have to fight against too many egos?
Yep.
And it comes across, I think, in the music. It comes across. There's no clash. I don't hear the clash,
No. Yep, you're completely right. We are the founding members. When we started we know us since the end of the 80s, I guess. And we had a vision. And when you listen to the demos, okay, we are now much more better, and the production is better, but you see also these influences we had. We are coming from, Black Voice, a big Venom fan. He has every vinyl, it's like crazy.
Snap.
Yeah. But we also come from the early Paradise Lost, Cemetery, Iron Maiden, so black metal, early black metal. So yeah, we are till now passionate, and we developed, and when we go on tour, we have guest musicians, and it's good for them, because they only have fun, should have fun.
Yeah.
They have no responsibility except to play the songs, right, and go on stage.
Oh, how fantastic is that?
Yeah, because when then says, I have an idea and I'm a creative. No, you don't. You have to play your shit and go. You know what I mean? We do. We have the responsibility for Mystic Circle, for this brand. So yeah, and you don't have to say something.
Yeah. Are you gonna tour Australia anytime soon, do you think?
I think we have nothing planned, but we did forces with the Flaming Arts agency. You know them?
I've heard of them, yes.
Okay. And they have, as I heard, they have an office now in Australia, so the chances are good that we come.
How brilliant. Oh,
yeah.
Fantastic.
So you have to come, of course.
I will be there. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. We want to start next year with live shows. So as we spoke the whole time, everything must be 100% for us and the visuals, and we want to do a good show for the people. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the key, isn't it? You just want to give, like, the energy that you take from the audience, the images you give to the audience has to be 100% real, and you have to be happy behind it. Otherwise, the show is just phoned in.
Of course.
And we've all seen those shows. We've all been to them.
Yeah.
Sadly, usually the very big acts, I find,
to
these days more so than ever.
Yeah.
That's why bands like yours, I'm drawn every day to bands like yours, because there's a reality, there's a truth to it.
Yeah.
There's an
And
honesty,
I think, Yeah, and I think Mystic Circle should do show elements, and we must work on it. And it's not only like a punk band to go on stage in t-shirts.
Yeah.
We must wear our weapons, we must do visuals with fire maybe or something, it's
brilliant.
like blood, something like that,
Yeah.
So we will see,
Oh, I hope so. Well,
yeah.
I really hope so. Thanks for coming and chatting. It's been fantastic. I cannot wait to hear the whole album all the way through.
Yeah.
Usually,
let us know.
Yeah, I will do, because normally I've had it by now, but the link I couldn't get it to work. But, I will listen to it and I'll let you know, because the first 3 singles are fantastic.
Cool, my friend. Tony.
Yeah.
Thanks for this great interview. It was really cool for me.
My pleasure, and I hope to see you on our sunny shores soon.
Hopefully, yeah. Have a good time, my friend.
You too, man. Bye now.
Bye.
Okay, brilliant, wasn't it? 2 titans of the dark metal scene. Here we now close out with a short interview with Elliot Sansom, the drummer from Bellacore, the Melbourne melodic black metal band, or death metal band, whichever you want to look at it. Brilliant local band, are massive overseas and very rarely play in Australia these days. So it's really good to have them here and good for a chat. It's only a short one, but it's a good way to end the show. Bye for now. Talk to you next week. Here you go, Elliot Sansom from Bellacore.
There you go. Nice background, man.
Beautiful.
I like the background. Very you.
Thanks, mate.
Well, we've only got a short time, so let's get on. Thanks for coming on, chatting with us about the new tour that's about to hit us in October.
No worries. Happy to do it. Yes, October. We've got 3 shows coming up across the eastern seaboard of Australia with Persephone from Andorra and Orpheus Omega, local boys from Melbourne.
Yeah, amazing. Persephone. How did you get hold of them onto the lineup?
Oh, look, I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I think the man behind the tour is Mr. Chris Melko from Orpheus. I think he's the one who's done the lion's share of setting this stuff up. So I think he's the one who would have been in contact with the band to get them down here. So yeah, big thanks to Chris for all the work he's put in for the tour, of course.
Brilliant. Great lineup.
Yeah.
Great lineup.
Yeah. It should be a lot of fun.
When was the last time you played a full set here? Like a headline?
So we did a Australian tour in 2022. We went all over. Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, Canberra, all that sort of stuff. And then in early 2023, we did just a single show in Melbourne playing our third album of Breath and Bone from beginning to end. So it's been a couple of years, but yeah, we've certainly had longer periods where we haven't played in Australia. So yeah, it's good to get back out there relatively quickly after our last show.
Yeah, and see the crowds again, because I mean, I'm sure that
Yeah.
you're very well loved in this country. So
Yeah, we generally get a pretty good response when we play, particularly in Melbourne. So yeah, looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it.
are you going to be playing mainly from Coherence, the last album, or are you going to splatter across, do you think?
We've got a mixed bag. So we're playing at least one track off every album. I think a lot of fan favorites. I think we definitely draw heavily from our Spotify metrics when we come to deciding on our set list. So we're quietly confident that the set list should make most people happy. But yeah, definitely some stuff off Coherence. Some stuff from the older catalog as well, some Stones for Each, Breath and Bone. So yeah, it'll be a mixed bag. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, isn't it funny how nowadays bands use their Spotify and Apple things? Because I'm sure 20 years ago you would have just gone, "Oh, we'll just play what we like to play."
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's certainly handy. And when it comes to working out a set list, we go, all right, well, what are the best performing songs that we have? What are people listening to? What are they going to be most excited to see us play live? It certainly makes things pretty easy when it comes to working out a set list. There's usually an initial teething period when we're working out what we're going to play. A couple of songs we might try out in the room and then decide that maybe it's not the one to play for the set. But yeah, we're pretty happy with what we've got now. We've been rehearsing it rigorously for the last few months. So yeah.
Oh, brilliant. And any new material? Are you working on a new album?
Yeah, there's a new album in the works. We've got a handful of songs instrumentally, I suppose, sort of in their early stages. But when it comes to doing the tours and stuff like that, unfortunately, the new music writing sort of takes a back seat, and we sort of have to knuckle down and work on playing the existing music. But I think once the US tour and the little Australian tour are finished, we're definitely going to get back into working on that new album and hopefully have it out sometime in the next couple of years would be my hope. Yeah.
Isn't it amazing that a band like we make bands in this country that can tour like America successfully and Europe successfully, you know what I mean? And it just blows my mind. The scene here is so good,
It's phenomenal that we're able to get over there and do it. And it's a lot of work in the background to get over there. But it's worth it. Yeah, it's so worth it to be able to go over there and spend 21 odd days in the back of a bus with your best mates and every night you're playing a show, usually to a pretty happy crowd. So yeah, it's great.
With such a technical music that you play, to be able to do that night in and night out, that's a lot of skill, because you're not like 3-minute pop songs, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, you're working out a set list and you go, oh yeah, it's only got sort of 9 or 10 songs. That's all right. And then you sort of think, oh, all those songs are about at least 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes long. And it certainly becomes a game of endurance after a while. So yeah, there's been a lot of preparation, a lot of rehearsals, a lot of practice at home to make sure that we're, fighting fit to be able to do this. Basically back to back for days on end. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I mean the drums alone are a menace. So imagine being fit for that.
Oh yeah, I mean after 70, 80 minutes on stage, I'm just a puddle on a stool at the end of it.
Yeah, that's right. Where's Elliot? Oh, there he is. He's at the cup.
Yep. Get the squeegee out and put him back in his case until tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it. Start him off again. Again, but that's the always for me the wonder of this kind of metal that you play, this melodic, death progressive stuff. Which I don't like boxes, but that sort of stuff. It always surprises me that you can all do it. I could bet it's just so energetic and so much going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and a lot of preparation. We certainly couldn't sort of take a couple of years off and then just walk onto a stage and do it. And every time we get in the rehearsal room, sort of in the early stages, working up to a tour, there's a lot of cobwebs to remove. The first few rehearsals are generally pretty rough, but I think we're in pretty good shape now. We're all sort of pleasantly surprised with how well we've been playing, and we hope that it translates live on stage, and that I'm not sort of putting my fist in my mouth here. But yeah,
I think you're right. I think it's going to go well, mate. I can't see it not. Like, I mean, you guys are so experienced now, with 20 years.
Yeah,
you know, it's not like it's yesterday that you've really honed your craft.
Yeah, it's certainly not our first rodeo, and I think the European tour a couple of years ago was a good test for us. The band had never played that many shows in that short period of time. So it's given us a bit of confidence for the US tour, and then of course for the Australian tour coming up as well, sort of 3 shows back to back across different states. We think we'll be okay. Yeah,
brilliant.
And if we're not, it'll still be a fun time anyway. So
well, that's right. I mean, what a night. I mean, 3 amazing bands. And for a handful of dollars, it's ridiculous that what you can get across for an evening out, or an evening of metal. That's crazy.
Yeah, the dollar to riff exchange rate is going to be pretty good.
I think it's pretty. I'll get mine now. I'll get mine. Get mine in advance. Travelers checks. But I mean, again, so Sydney, Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne. 9, 10, and 11. So of October.
That's right. Yep.
So quite a whirlwind tour, but I reckon it's going to be pretty fun.
Should be great.
Furious, and a good lineup, right? What a good lineup.
Yeah, great mix of bands, a great mix of, I mean, it's all, like you said, it's all sort of melodic-y, progressive metal, but all the bands have their own unique flavor. And I think there should be something for everyone. I mean, if you're into that sort of music, into heavy music, melodic music, I think you're going to have a great time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been re-listening to your back catalogue for the last few days because I'm going to get back to listen to those, and just forget how good they are, Elliot. You just, it's one of those sort of, they go past you, they sit in the background for a few months, maybe a year. You go, I haven't listened to that. They put it on and you go, Jesus, bloody good stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same way with bands. When I pick up a band that I haven't listened to for 2 or 3 years, and I go back and put those albums on that I really love, it's like, wow, it's great. It's like hearing it again for the first time almost.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I really do. Well, thanks for coming on and chatting.
No problem, Tony. No worries.
But I hope to see you in Sydney. But safe trip.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Safe trip back over, and good luck with the American tour. And
thank you very much.
New material.
Yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later. Yeah.
Well, it's always going to be a good day when that turns up. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you very much, Tony.
No worries, man. Bye, mate.
All right. See you, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
To tip off this NBA season on FanDuel, you can choose your own rewards, which means you can play your game any way you want.
I get to choose my rewards?
Yep.
Great! Now, excuse me while I lock in.
All customers choose your own reward right now in the FanDuel app. 21 plus and present in select states. 18 plus in Kentucky. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirement, and max wager amount. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.